And your great grandmother was a witch that used to be called, she was outcasted in front of the public for knowing how to heal from a supernatural force of her becoming like Christ. So your grandmother knew how to she had a glow. She was an old soul. She had an energy. She was able to touch people and to heal people. And they called her a witch because she knew magic. She knew sorcery. And then in order to understand the Bible, the Masonic or the esoteric aspect of the Bible, you have to know that the Bible is really telling you all about sorcery and summoning demons. It's telling you all kind of shit. But people think people don't study ancient texts, right? So the Bible been rewritten over 500 to 600 times on record. So when you're talking about the Bible, you're talking about many different ancient books. If you go to Egypt right now and you look at the pyramid text and you look at Genesis, you will see that Genesis in the Bible has been plagiarized almost word by word. And it speaks about the God Amen. And you talk about Amen at the end of a prayer, not understanding that it relates to the Son of God, which relates to the Son, which is Amen Ra. And you get the sun rays because Amen Ray is the sun, and Amen is the hidden sun, which is the sun behind the sun. So you talk about Amen at the end of a prayer, not understanding that the Bible is speaking bad about Egypt, but also stealing from Egypt. So they being finesseful. Yeah, they being clever and smooth right in front of your face. I promise you, on my kids. They run a game too. And if you knew anything about a wise woman or a witch is a wise woman when you look at the old dictionaries, right? They try to steal and hide and keep away. And most of the internet is not on the internet. Like most of the internet is on the black web. Most of the internet is on the unseen aspect of the internet. You don't even see most of the internet. You only see a limited range of what's popping up on your Google. You don't even know that there's many different other search engines that gives you way more information than just Google. But you living in a box. All you know is Google. You at one point, all you probably knew was Chrome, and you didn't use Safari. Like, at one point you probably ain't even want an iPhone. You just stay with your Android. Like what? Like you gotta catch up. You need an upgrade, right? Come on now, and I need an upgrade too, shit. But yeah, let's get to it, right? So, I was speaking about voodoo, right? So they made it seem about pins and needles and dolls and shit like that with voodoo, but it's deeper than that, right? And it's not really negative. It can be negative. So you got to understand, voodoo is what we use to get free, in our attempt to get free. But they took that. We had to secretly practice voodoo, but it made it and it carried itself over and became very popular. When it became popular, because you got to understand, in 1804, Nat Turner, the Haitian Revolution, we was whooping their ass. The Haitians, they was the last one to be free. Tell them, don't let it go over your head either. We was the last one to be free, or the Haitian. They was using voodoo. They was whooping the French. So here you are thinking that voodoo is bad because you don't know your history. You just following trends of what it sound like it mean. And you emotionally attached to what you think it mean because you've been around a lot of people that validate your perspective. So that's what you call confirmation bias. You just around people that confirm your bias. You bias. Right? You only want to believe that only this is real, only this is true. But I'm telling you that we was at a time when it was mixing all of the different tribes in slavery and a slave trade. We had to put all of our practices from different traditions and rituals, and we didn't have to, but we chose to, and well, we really kind of had to survive. So we would So yeah, let's get back to the point, right? Okay, so and then remember I was speaking about Zeus earlier, right? They get the Jesus from Zeus, right? And then like hey Zeus, and they got the J from Jupiter related to Greek or Rome, and they put that J with that Zeus in Jesus or Jesus, right? And it wasn't no J in the 1600s, so we know the name wasn't really Jesus, or technically. And this is what archaeologists, historians, and scholars, and whether they white or black, this is what they know. This is what they teach. They teach that no one named Jesus actually existed, right? Even when they say it was 16 Jesuses, that ain't got, the word Jesus ain't got nothing to do with Christ, first off. You know, it does in a sense, but it really doesn't. So Christ comes from the ancient Egyptian word charaz, which relates to the anointed one. So Christ is like a title in a sense. It represents an outcome. And that's different. So when you got Heru is the hero. You know, Heru is the hero. Heru is where Jesus come from. Heru, right? Heru, you get Hercules, you get Hercules, you get Hercules, it goes on and on, right? You get Tahuti, then you get Thoth, you get Jehudimus, like you getting all of these different watered down versions. You got Osiris, Oshun. That's really Mary and man, they told you that it's a Holy Spirit, a Father, Son, and Spirit. Like, you gotta be crazy or delusional to think that the Holy Spirit is a Father and just a Son and a Spirit. If you a woman and you left yourself out, you crazy. That's what the white man did to you and your culture. If you look up on Google right now, the original Holy Trinity, when the Pope, the Catholic Pope, prays to a black Madonna, which is, and when you look at Mary and Jesus, they tell you that Mary and Jesus comes from the black Madonna. And the black Madonna comes out of Egypt, that comes from Isis, but really Isis really comes from As, or they call her As, or they call her a Set, right? Y'all ain't know that is different levels to these names. So that's another story, right? So let's keep going. So if you come to somebody's crib, a voodoo priestess or somebody's grandmother, and she got a protection spell at the door, and you don't know it, then when you cross that line, something starts to happen, because the house, the crib, the protection spell was designed to leave a trace of energy. That when you break that energy and you don't have good energy, if you don't amplify that energy, you break that energy, then something starts to happen in the crib, unusual. And the priestess or the priest, he moves around a crib in a serendipitous way. He's always somewhere at a certain particular time. You remember up in the movie The Matrix when the Oracle was washing the dishes and she had her back turned, and Neo came in and she was like, she like, it's cool, don't worry about that vase. He like, what vase? And then he knocked it over. So she saw the future before it happened. He was like, well, if you can read the future, or if you already knew I was going to do that before I did it, then why you ain't stop me? She was like, the question is, if I would have told you, would you have dropped it? Right? So the next scene, the next time he saw part 2, he was like, she was like, sit down. He was like, no, I'll stand. And then he thought about it. He was like, well, I will sit down. But she already knew he was gonna sit down before he sat down. So, and then he was like Neo in the Matrix. He was like, what'd he say? He was like, well, if you already know what I'm gonna do before I do it, then what's the purpose of all of this? The Matrix. She was like, she opened up a piece of candy. She was like, to eat candy. That's why you here. And that was a symbol. Don't let that shit go over your head. That was a big part in that scene in the Matrix when they were sitting on a bench and she was eating candy. He was like, what's the purpose of being here on Earth or being in the Matrix? She was like, to eat candy. So she was really telling him to have this sensory experience. Your brain creates illusionary, it creates reality out of multiple different data streams of numbers coming in through the senses. So your brain creates this illusionary holographic interpretation or perception of reality by way of your senses. And it can create multi-dimensional mathematical geometrical structures up to 7 to 11 different dimensions. You can see this world from 7 to 11 different dimensions scientifically. That's what the Blue Brain Project found in an experiment. that even one dendrite or synaptic connection neurologically, a neural pathway, it splits into 7 to 11 different dimensions of just one thought. So you can perceive one thought in 7 to 11 different dimensions. That's just one thought of one dimension that's connected to many different other thoughts and many different other dimensions, or many different other dimensions within dimensions of different worlds and different portals connected to different other portals, creating perceptions around perceptions, reorganizing your thinking and surrounding your thinking in new ways. I'm Aubrey the genius for a reason, right? Let's get to it, right? So in the Matrix, right? And then she was telling him, like, you here to see what chocolate, you here to have this experience, to have fun. And this is one of the lowest realms. So this means that you get to do all kind of shit. You get to dance with the devil. Yeah. So you need a part of your darkness in order for you to have fun, in order for you to be free. But some of y'all too focused on just being light to the point that people running circles around y'all, or they run a game on you. They run a game on you because you've been so positive. You've been so in your shell, in your mind. You've been so laid back. You didn't took the back seat even when you supposed to take the front seat. Look, you the head and not the tail, but you playing like you the tail. You chasing your tail. You trying to go backwards, right? You too big to play small, for sure. God think too big. You know how many big people think big of you? And you let some shit throw your energy off tonight or yesterday. But you around lower energy. You've been around some lower energy that you shouldn't been around. They wasn't even qualified to be around you. They not even qualified to disagree with you. They not even qualified to even play with you. They not even qualified to sit with you. So yeah, let's not get it confused, right? Like, what you do about energy vampires you care so much? You plot to relocate. You stay in your own world. You don't become of the world around you. Like, you make the world become a part of your world. You bend shit to your will. You don't be sucked up. I'm gonna tell you something. I don't care about, if it wasn't for business, I wouldn't be on social media. Why? I don't care about people that much. I care about myself that much. Shit, I'm not that fascinated into a screen or device. I grew up outside, hopping gates, playing football, playing up under the rim with like 15, 20, 30 niggas. What? Having rock fights. Like, I grew up outside. I remember waiting on my grandma's phone, free nights and weekends, free after 9. Yeah, call me after 9. Yeah, I got a few more minutes. Look, I got to put more minutes on my phone. I got free minutes after 9. But yeah, call me after 9. I got a flip phone, right? I remember having a boost, having a chirp, right? I remember they had the walkie-talkies. What? We'd be down the street, the whole hood. Everybody named mama got a walkie-talkie. What? And we used to have to change it because, you know, the police, they'll try to get on our channel, right? Tune in with our frequency. What? Then they had the sidekicks, the Blackberries, right? The boost. That was the old boost when they had the old towers. That's when the boost used to kind of be kind of slow. You remember the boost phones, and you could play all of the Lil Wayne, all of the songs that Boosie Badass. He was like BOOSIEBADAZ. Look, that's me. What? And I'm like, yeah, okay, cool, okay, smooth, yeah. But that's back in the day. That's back in 06, 07, 08, 09, right? Remember look, don't get me started, right? And that's back when, we ain't have too many phones like without the cord, right? We did, like, if you had a house phone and you probably had 2 house phones. You probably had a house phone with the cord and one without the cord. And then what else? And then you'd be strolling through the call logs in a house phone like it's a cell phone, and you'll be looking like, somebody called me. Yeah, for sure. Hey, I'm old school. I'm an old soul. I'm a grandma's baby, shit, for sure. I grew up like listening to jazz and blues with my people, with my grandma and with my uncles and aunties, my great aunties and great uncles. My people from Mississippi, my mom and my daddy's side, Yeah, for sure. And I grew up in the hood in Chicago too, for real. And if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. Look, it's a cultural thing. It's a black cultural thing, right? Yeah. What else? Hey, you remember the old TVs? Remember remember the old TVs? You would have to turn, and sometimes it might not work. It might give you the black and white screen, or you have to turn it a certain kind of way. Them old TVs that even when you got the new TVs, you probably still have that old TV, that old ass TV that barely worked. Damn, that's really back in the day. Look, and I was born in the 90s for sure. Look, y'all. But you know, my mama had me at 37. So when I was born, my mom was 37. So I grew up conscious. She was teaching me conscious shit when I was fucking 8, 9, and 10. You know, talk about conscious shit. Oh, Nickelodeon, yeah, my sister was fighting. Me and my sister was fighting every day over the Comcast. Remember the Comcast box, the big gray box of the Comcast, and then they upgraded to the black one. But we used to fight over that big ass gray remote, that long ass remote. We used to stay fighting. Me and my sister here, yeah. Like, who gonna watch the TV? We was strolling the Nickelodeon to watch SpongeBob, Pinky and the Brain, Tom and Jerry. What else? We was watching what was it? I used to be watching Power Rangers. It was Methozoid. I used to be watching Digimon, Pokemon. I used to be watching. Look, don't get me started. Hey, I'm still a kid. Look, I'm a grown ass kid too. Look, I was watching what was it? Not Tom and Jerry, Pinky and the Brain. What else? Remember the movie Bandy? They killed the deer. They killed Bandy. Come on, who know about Bandy? They killed our mama. the white man. Nah, that shit ain't cool. Look, look. Hey, this. What else? What else? What else? Remember the Barbie movie? Who remember that Barbie movie? Like, I grew up with my sister. It was just me and my sister. That Barbie movie. Like, they were small little Barbies, and I think they got bigger or something. It turned into, like, they came alive. It was some Barbie movie. That shit was wrong. I was a shorty. Like, damn, this movie wrong. What else? Not the video game, but that was... that's the name of the movie or something? Shit. Life Size? Oh, yeah, it might be Life Size. Damn. Y'all about to take me back in time. Shit. I need to tell my nieces, be like. But what else? Let me see. Look, what movie? What else? What else? Hey, you remember Black and Blue? Who remember Black and Blue, that hood movie? With Master P. Y'all remember that. Look, that was way back. Hey, yeah, Black and Blue, right? When they were selling the tapes, hey, they were selling the tapes. He had blue on, then you had black. Hell yeah, that's way back. Look, I got the hookup. Look, come on now. Look, Players Club. Look, we can't forget about Lisa Ray, Players Club. She was beating her ass, I promise you. She was mollywopping at the end. In a strip club, oh God, what? And then what's the name came and blew up the whole club and just shot a rocket, like. And then what else? Hey, remember Dr. Dolittle? Hey, what else? What's that other movie? They thought Dr. Dolittle was crazy the whole time. He was talking about synchronicities. What? Come on, come talk to him. She be spacing out. When she go to sleep, part of her spirit leaves her body, right? And this my baby, right? And she actually like 2,000 years old. She older than me and shit. Like, she just came back and it says she just wanted to trick y'all and how y'all thinking that she a doll and or some shit like. But she talking to you. You probably can't hear because she can only talk to angelic higher beings. So I'm just put it like that, you know. She's seeing to different worlds. Yeah, she alive right now. And look. And I promise you, right? Ooh, I used to have an imaginary friend. His name was Billy or Bob. Was it Billy or Bob? Or was it Billy Bob? What was your imaginary friend name, right? Come on. Tell me your imaginary friend. I know some of y'all have some imaginary friends. Come on now. Look, y'all don't leave me hanging. I know I ain't the only I know I ain't the only one. I know you was a shorty with imaginary. I used to be like, Mom, he's sitting right there. Like, I'd be like, come on, Billy. Like, he was with me. Hey, I remember when I was 6, I was visited by a spirit. It was like a staticky man in a dough. I never forget it. It had to be, Hey, when they say aliens real, believe it, for real. When they say spirits and different beings to come see you, yeah, for sure. They came in and they come and see you when you young too. And they can appear out of nowhere. You'll be like, where the fuck you come from? You ain't come through the door, you ain't come through the roof. Where you fuck you just like you came through a particle in the air or some shit and you come on now. Hey, you remember everybody's phone number back then, back in the day? Hell yeah. Hey, we used to walk around chalupping, talking to everybody and their mama shit. And we was like, what, 13, 14, trying to be grown, you know. Yeah, hell yeah, shit. Oh yeah, the group of boys, oh no, we gonna walk around like 10, 15 deep, walking around the whole neighborhood. And then we'll be outside 10 o'clock at night. We'll be like a mile away. We'll be on the other side of the neighborhood. Shit, it's late night. Or we may be down the street around the corner and our mom up on the block. And I grew up with the block outside for sure. You know, so it was nothing but everybody up on their porch. You know, remember having block parties? They block out the 2 blocks and the whole block full of people. Then the shit started to change over time. Look, I don't know where y'all from, but you know, I grew up in the city. I live a city life, a fast life. Come on. Yeah, hey, for real, ghost spirits, all that shit real for sure. Hey, look, I'm finna get up out here, get up off here. I ain't finna be tweaking with y'all. Yeah, hey, hold on. What somebody say? They was like, I love what you said. Hey, them VSH tapes for sure. Yeah. Hey, yeah. I got the hookup, yeah. Like, hold on. Hey, what's some other movies, real quick? Hurricane was fun. I'm from Florida. Also, it's not a big thing. I always felt like it was a constant reincarnation. Hey, yeah. How you pronounce your name? Azari Ja. Don't get me fucking up your name. Look, I'm trying to pronounce it. But look, y'all. Before we go, I want y'all to get the book. And what I'm gonna start doing, I'm gonna just start getting on live around like 10 or really different times. Sometimes I get on in the afternoon or in the evening. I get on either around 6 or 7 or 10 or 1, you know, between 12 and 1. So I'm either in the evening or I'm either late at night between 10 or 1. I'm getting on at either 10 or I'm getting on about 1. Or in the evening, I'm getting on around like 6 or 7. My time, hold on, let me see. So it's 4 minutes to, it's hold on, let me see. Oh yeah, it's 4 minutes. It's 4 minutes to 1 o'clock. It's 4 minutes to 1. So it's almost 1 o'clock where I'm at. I'm at CT Central Time or something like that. But my birthday coming up soon. Whatever y'all do, get the book. I'm gonna holler at y'all. I love y'all. I thank y'all. It's only one you on the planet. Look, I want to give y'all some game. I'm gonna give you a message real quick. Whatever you do, you know, keep loving who you are. Don't let nothing stop you from being all of who you are. Yeah, at times you may have these dark emotions, these negative emotions, but you want to transmute that energy. Then you want to have fun. You want to love your life. You want to be around people who value you. You want to know value. You're supposed to be around wealthy people. Pay attention to how people dress. Pay attention to how they smell. Pay attention to how they operate. Pay attention to how they treat people. Pay attention to how they treat their kids. Pay attention to if they read or not. Pay attention to what they see within you or don't see within you. Pay attention to what God is showing you about your blessings coming around the corner. Pay attention to all of the hard work and all of the achievements and the big energy that you bring to the planet. Pay attention to the spiritual rewards that's destined for you, right? So, I got some game to give y'all. Hold on 1 second, y'all. So, okay, cool, right? So remember I was telling y'all about when a person crossed the crib and it's a spiritual protection line. Now, something starts to happen. When they come into the crib, the person, the oracle, can feel that something is out of whack or something is not fully in sync with the crib. So the person energy, they get the moving of being at a certain place in the room that they shouldn't be at, or they get to knocking over things. I'm gonna give you a spiritual omen. If you come to your crib or somebody come to your crib in the moment they get there, or within a few moments, or within a 30-minute time frame, if they break something or knock something over, that's a negative spiritual omen. That is somebody that you should watch. That is somebody you should keep from a distance. If you're around a person and you feel that you're struggling for words, then that means that it's something to come around the corner that life is trying to show you, or it's some projection, something that you're feeling, and you're trying to fight through, or you're trying to find a way around. You feeling their heart, because when you close with people, you connect to their heart. So it either resonates or it doesn't. So they can give you a good feeling and a bad feeling, but you don't want to, you royal. So don't let anyone close to you. And then everyone isn't worth your time. They not going to value you the way in which you need to value you. You need to make sacrifices for yourself. So, and don't allow problematic people, don't rush to make decisions. Trust. This is your world. Everything is going to play out in a smooth way. And you can never be homeless. You can never be broke. You can never lack. You're going to always be expansive. You're going to always take off to another level. You're going to always have what you need. All I need for you to do is hit the likes, send me some gifts. And if I can get every person right now when they get off, to go to my page and everybody to send me at least $1. That's all I need. I need everybody to send me $1. My birthday is 2/22. I'm a Pisces. I'm born 2/22, and I'm born synchronistic. I'm very serendipitous too. And for me, I just want to see my kids. I want to see my daughter and my son. But everything requires money. Everything requires time. Everything requires hard work. Everything requires the law of exchange. When you bless me, I promise you, my ancestors, they coming through for you, because everything, it doesn't goes unnoticed. God sees everything. Even when you think you're in private and you think you're getting away with being negative, even when you thinking you getting away with doing this or doing that, God is going to send somebody like me to help you understand that you didn't get away with it. God saw you. So slow down and learn how to surrender to God. Learn how to become more godly. Yeah, you need a balance, but you need to also master your behavior, your habits, your emotions, your perception of your future. So what I want you to do, I want you to contribute. I want you to give back to the planet, give back to the universe, give into who gives to you. And I would thank you for that. Even my kids, they would love me for that. And I'm on a journey to do everything I need to do as a father for my kids, because I know my kids need me. I know their mother need me. And there's a lot of women out here right now, they need, they need that man now. They know that they kids, that my nephew, when he around his two sisters, he be having his sister's emotions. He be having his mother emotions. He need his father. My son, if he ain't got me around, he probably having his sister's emotions, his mommy emotions. So he's not gonna always listen, because a part of him still want to be masculine, but he don't know how to fully be. But he feels so comfortable and effeminate, that in a softness, that he feel like he's so nurtured and caressed that he get to do all of what he want and not listen to mom that much, because he feel, and the fathers to come in and let him know, like, you need to listen. You need to be consistent and paying attention and listening to mom. But he don't feel like he have to always listen, because he has mom heart. And see, I understand a lot about kids, right? And even when you tell two girls, and you got two girls or even two boys. Oh, thank you. Somebody send me $1. I need everybody to send me $1, right? I need, when everybody get off, I need everybody to send me $1, right? But I'm gonna keep telling you this real quick. If you got two boys or if you got two girls, I help them understand that it's like, you don't want to be with your sister no more. If y'all can't get along, then y'all just don't need to talk to each other. Like, y'all want to go this back and forth, and really deep down, this is what they say. No, I still want to play with my sister. No, I still love my sister. And then I tell them, like, y'all gotta have that sister love. I'm like, y'all gotta protect each other. I'm like, you got a part of you and her. She got a part of you and her. So when you doing this to her, you doing it to yourself. And when you doing this to her, you doing it to yourself. And I'm like, you the oldest. Why you keep coming down to her level? Is she in your grade? Nope. Can she do what you do? Nope. Can she teach you what you can teach her? Nope. So why do you let her and then a younger one that's kind of jealous of the older one? I'll be like, she's special. Your big sister, she's special in her own way. You can't stop that. You would never be special like her. But guess what? She'll never be special like you. And you special. But you got to focus on you being special. Because you special to mommy in a different kind of way. But you can't be jealous because she's special. She gonna always be special. And she gonna always have that personality, be her. But you can't focus on her. Don't be staring at her and watching everything she do and running a quick to tell. I'll be like, tell on yourself. Do you tell on yourself? Nope. So I understand so much about kids, right? And I'm writing a book called A Genius Child Psychology, right? And that's dealing with genius kids and helping kids bring out their genius and helping parents. And I got an ebook called Being a Male Doula. I'm working on my second book. It's gonna come out soon. But then I'm working on a third book and then a fourth book, and then I'm probably produce 6 books, 10 books in this lifetime. You know, who knows? Maybe 12. But one thing I will say. Whatever, you know, some people got that bankroll, you know, buy a book, right? Some people got that bankroll. You got enough money to just buy a copy, right? So get a copy, don't play it. And I can autograph it for you. If most people knew Michael Jordan was Michael Jordan, then they would have believed him sooner, right? So you waiting on people to invest into you. You waiting on the recognition that you deserve. But you got to go get it. It's no hands out. You got to go get it. So I'm putting in a work to say, oh no, I want to be compensated. The law of exchange. You know, because I know value. I know game. I bring value to value. See, I can change a person's life. I can give a person so much game in a few minutes, in 30 minutes, in 10 minutes, that they won't get in months, you know, if not years. So that's a part of my gift. I give so much value. That's why I can't just be with any kind of person because they special. No, you got to be a special kind of special to be with a special kind of special genius, super intelligent thinker like myself. Because a lot of times a woman gonna meet a lot of intelligent men, and I'm like, I'm not intelligent, baby, sweetheart. You know, you got me mistaken. I'm super intelligent. I'm genius, to be exact. So all that you mean intelligent guy, like, or you aware of this, you can't keep up. Like you can speak about this conscious stuff and this and that, but I speak about that ancient text, scientific information, all different kinds of shit, which means that I could just have basic knowledge, but I went on my way to go out my way to have more knowledge than most people on the planet on purpose. So you can't put me in a box. And I'm not I'm a different kind of different too. And then I'm not any kind of extraordinary. I'm an extraordinary. I'm extra with my extraordinary. So don't let that shit go over your head twice either. You know, free game. And I don't fuck with lames. And I'm about being 3, 4, 5 steps ahead, making chess moves, make the best move, and get the book, right? No game, you know. I love y'all. Whatever you do, you know, don't worry. To worry is to lack trust in God. You know, stay optimistic. What else? Damn. Okay. Let me see. Damn, what happened, moderators? Oh no, moderators, you responded. Come on. No, we don't get them light. They not qualified to even play with us. We don't respond to no shit like that, you know. Oh no. All okay. All okay. We don't. I don't know what they were saying. Let me not react too soon, right? Let me see. But I love y'all though. I ain't got no time for all that. I'm finna study. I'm finna write. I got another book coming out. And then I'm doing everything for my kids as a man. You know, I just want to think about my kids, right? If you know how you went through a lot of tough things over the last year or two, right? And over the last year or two, you went through something major. I'm gonna tell you what I went through over the last year or two. I had to accept something I can never accept, but I had to learn to accept it against my will. Being away from my 2 kids. I don't wish that on nobody. And people be like, man, I know how I feel. No, you don't know how I feel. Because if your child died, you would rate a 10. Then your kids not being around you, I would rate being like a 8 or a 9. It's almost like my kids like leaving a planet. Like, so for me, I was in a separation depression, and I was going through a mental breakdown, and I made a lot of success from a lot of money from this book, thousands, but I smoked a lot of money. I smoked a lot of my profit because it didn't mean nothing. It didn't feel like I put out a book because I wasn't about my kids. So for me, I was smoking because every time I didn't have weed, I would get the shaking because my mind couldn't wrap itself around. I didn't know how to live. I felt like everything I did ain't matter because I was away from my kids. And my kids are my life because I didn't get the love I wanted from my mom. I didn't get the love I wanted from my dad. I didn't get the love I wanted from my siblings. I didn't get the love I wanted from my neighborhood. I didn't get the love I wanted from my teachers. I didn't get the love I wanted. So for me, I had to teach myself how to love myself. Just like you. I'm a reflection of you. So that's why I say I need for you, I need for you to help yourself and understand yourself in this situation. I go hard like you go hard. I'm a somebody to many somebodies. You a somebody to many somebodies. And we too big to play small. So all I need is for my birthday, right? If it was your birthday, I go into my account and I spend money with people because I know I have money in my account. And one thing I know, people have money and they will sit and watch you struggle. And I got something money can't buy. So it's not about the money. But what it's about is at the least you can pray for me. At the least you can send me energy. At least you can wish that my kids return back to me. Because it's not all about the money. See, sometimes it's just about being genuine and sincere and just having love. It's about relationships. It's about being able to value relationships. And that's what it's about. It's about living a life with intentionality. And that's all, folks. You know, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. God loves you. The ancestors love you. You got a lot of love coming to you. Don't worry. To worry is to lack trust in God. Your universe is perfect. Everything is perfect for you. Allow everything to reveal itself. A lot of things are going to happen for you. And your recognition is coming soon. Your spiritual rewards is coming soon. Look at the opportunities you've been receiving. Right? So I know how to speak directly to your soul. Right? And you got old best friends and day ones that ain't understand your perspective of what you went through. But they still love you. Your best friend, your day ones. I'm here to tell you because I'm a prophet and I see what you see. And I know what you see. So I'm going to get up with y'all. Peace and love, much respect. Keep being you for you. It's only one you. Whatever you do, check out my page. Get the book. You know, and love who you are. You a star. Keep shining. Keep shining. Whatever you do, much respect. Yeah. Much respect. You deserve it. You deserve it for sure. Check out my last videos too. Yeah, both. Oh yeah, much love to you and your kids, your star seeds, your babies, your daughters. Yeah. Right, yeah. How do parents have kids and not care about the kids? For sure. I don't know. I can't relate. I don't know. I do understand in a sense, right? So if you want to know why some father can't care, because they ain't had a father. And when they dealing with something with the mother of their kids, it's too much to accept. That they ain't have their life figured out. So when they say they don't want their kids, they're really saying that they don't want a life to have kids and want to be there and not know how to be there. And not have their father be there. And the fact that they know that they going through a situation in front of them with their kids and the mother of their kids, and then when they looking back at them, they dealt with it with their father, it destroys them in a moment and they don't know how to fool as a black man. And sometimes as a black man, they can have so much pressure and still learning life that it can just be overwhelming. Like your parents can tell you to have it figured out in your 20s. They cannot, you can see them not have it figured out in their 50s. And then they could be blaming you for for not picking up and paying the bills that they should be paying. But then again, they trying to shit on you like they do got it all figured out. But then they mad at you because they don't got it figured out and they want you to figure some shit out for them. So it's like they mature. Our parents can be super mature and immature in different ways because they didn't get to grow up. So it's about understanding that as a black experience, black men, it's like it's not easy, right? So at one point in time, I felt like it was taken from me. Like I was forced to accept being away from my kids against my will. So that kind of like it took a certain fire from me at one point. And I had to learn to accept something I didn't want to accept. I had to accept being away from my kids. But when you're a father, and you're a super dad, you never ever see yourself without your kid. That's not even a thought. It's not even a contemplation. It would never be a reality, even when it is. Just like how, like you and so when something is beyond your control, you just learn to let go and let God. But when you let go as a man, you let go so much and you're so tired of fighting that you may not get that fire back to fight for them the same, because you feel like something was robbed from you so deeply within your soul that it took a part of you from you. And you would never probably, some men don't come back from that. That's why some fathers are not there. And I speak for all black men. And because a lot of times women don't understand, they judge their man too much. But I'm going to tell you something, women. If you let that man die because you don't give no fuck about him, that's going to hunt your child and it's going to hunt you. If the mother of my kids, if she want to be on drugs, I won't ever let her. I don't give no fuck how much I don't fuck with her. Because if that hurt my child, that shit gonna weigh on me. So you gotta think about how you treat people that you give her. If I didn't have kids with her, then I can just treat her like, I can act like she never existed. But since I got kids with her, no, I can't let her fail my kids. So no matter what she do or not doing, if she making excuses, you gotta like I can be making excuses that she making excuses not to beat her. You could be making excuses that no, you don't let the person not beat her. You be like, you need job? Oh no, you on child support? Oh no, I need to give you, I need to file your kids and give you. Do you understand if you give a part of that tax money to that baby father, be like, I want you to start a business for your kids. I want you to get on your feet for your kids. Do you know that even, I'm gonna tell you something real quick. A man, he can fight 10 niggas. He can have a black eye. He can still be fighting. Do you know? And it'll not hurt him. He'll keep fighting. A woman don't even have to punch him, and she can break his heart more than them fights. So God has given women a power with their words to you don't understand. See, you have a different kind of power. So you got to understand that men, we face different kind of challenges. Like when I was in the streets, I couldn't be the father I wanted to be, because I was going to war in the streets, and then I come home and I'm dealing with her talking to me like she a nigga. So this is what I tell, I grew up fighting my sister, right? Or her picking on me being her little brother. And I tell her now, when we grown, I'll be like, if I treat you talking to me like you a dude. Now, if I treat you like you a dude, you're going to go back to being a female and calling the police. So let's not do that, because that's manipulative. Because don't play like you a dude and talk to me, approach me like you a dude, and I treat you like one, and then you want to go back to being a little girl, being a little pussy, a pussy cat. Go be that then. But don't come to me like you a man, because as a man, I have to be a man in this world where it ain't just that easy of just pulling out another person's hair and getting little scars like a girl fight. No, this shit is life and death. When I walk outside, it's some niggas that'll be looking at me crazy, and might when ladies looking at you crazy, you ain't gotta worry about them finna take your life. That's the difference. It's a big difference. What we have to go through, I don't know, nigga, like who the fuck, boy, who the fuck you looking at, or what's up? You know, I grew up in a city where it's you better come out the crib prepared for life and death, right? And you may be put in situations that you may not want to be in, but you may have to become a you that you don't want to become. So sometimes You fighting different wars in the streets, and you have to father yourself. I grew up in the streets. I had to father myself. So you know what that means? I had to fight all these battles. I had to teach myself game. So that means that my family ain't understand why I was a certain way. The mother of my kids ain't understand why I was a certain way. But she wasn't from our city. So it's like it's different perspectives to perspective. And I understand her perspective. She had many kids. She got more than one baby father. She young. I understand. So I don't just judge her. But at the same time, I don't need her to just judge me, because she don't know what I'm feeling. She don't know what I'm going through. She looking at her angle so much that she don't see my angle. And I'm gonna give you some more game, right? Real quick. And this is why you should pay me, right? And this is why I do consultations, a one-on-one life coaching, spiritual life coaching. If you ever want a session with me, right? You can have one perception of you. No. Let's say he has a negative perception of you, or he think that you still owe you, and you think he still owe him. So now y'all approach each other and y'all trying to move forward, but y'all misconstruing each other. So once one person misconstrue the other, then they kind of like standoffish, and then they like, oh yeah, see, I told you they're the same. So now she responding the same, and he like, oh see, I knew she was the same, but really you different. But really he different. But now it's coming off like y'all still similar or still in the same loop. But really y'all, it's just a misunderstanding, right? And sometimes you can be the spiritual one, and they can just be the one that's still down to earth, and you can be trying to make a lot of shit simple, and they just making it hard. I understand. I know they've been making it hard. But then again, it's like it's something that you have to do too. You got to play your role too. It's not just them. Even when it's them, it's not just them. You know, if she say and I know she probably thinks sometimes I'm probably making excuses, but I'm thinking that she making excuses that I'm making excuses, because she's using my excuses to not talk to me, to not fight for her kids, because she's trying to say I'm not fighting for them, but really, if you let me not fight for them, you not fighting for your kids. If you loving your kids and letting the father, the person you chose, because I'm a reflection of your decisions, and you got to live with that. And if you don't accept it, then you're not going to understand that you're going to have to still live with the whole me in another form. Because I was once that innocent baby, like the baby we made. That's still me. I was innocent like that too. Do you want to see that part of me, or do you want to judge me? Do you want to understand what I went through, or do you want to judge me? Because it's easy to say like, nah, he too negative, she too negative, energy like this. No, it's easy to say that. But do you want to fight for your child is the question, and what they need. You want your child to grow up? Do you know you may be blinded? Do you know that half of my life I wasn't around my mom? So my mom thought she raised me. She raised me. But the streets and the world raised me. You know how many situations your kids are gonna go through when they at school, when you're not around. They're gonna go through with other people. Your child is gonna get older and probably have went through being molested, touched, all kind of things, and not tell you until they got older. They may not even remember it. They may not even know to tell you. They may not even know that it's something wrong, that it was something bad. They may be new to this. Like, and not to say that that's all kids, or that I wish on any kids, because I vanish all negative energies like that. But the point that I'm making is that the reality is there's a big world out here, and our kids are just not our kids. They're the kids of the world. So that means that kids they're gonna go through a lot. And as a parent, you need to make sure both of the parents, you're gonna be like, oh, I can't make sure they doing it. No, fuck that. I don't give a fuck if they on drugs. You don't let them be on drugs. Like, that's just me though. I don't know. I can't speak for everybody. I got that kind of fighter spirit. You know, the mother of my kids, she damn near been blocking me for 2 years. She don't want to deal with me, and I'm like, shit, I don't want to deal with you, but I'ma still call. You don't want to deal with me, but you ain't gonna call for your kids. You ain't gonna deal with me for the sake of your kids. I'm gonna deal with you for the sake of my kids. I'm not no motherfucking lame. I ain't finna keep calling somebody who don't want me to keep calling them. You got me fucked up. Not if you got me on block for like a year and I'm calling private, or like I gotta call your guy. I gotta deal with him. I don't wanna deal with no lame shit. I'm not no motherfucking kid. I'm a man, and I don't give no fuck how much he a man to you. That ain't got nothing to do with me. You know, he a man to you. I'm a man to myself. Another man, that shit don't move me. So it's a matter of, you know, don't put him in front of me. Deal with me. I didn't lay with him. God ain't bring, like, no, don't do that. Because then he's taking on a role and he don't even understand how he's supposed to play it, because he's coming in the middle of the movie. He an hour late. Fuck you. You don't know what's going on. You didn't earn that position. I was before you. So it's nothing after me. You know? And that's just real. And it was a reason you was with that person, but then you can destroy that in your mind and try to make it seem like, you know, they just this, just that. And I ain't trying to hear that. You wasn't saying that when you was with them, when you took off your clothes. You wasn't saying that when you was loving them, doing the oral, you know, when you was opening your mouth wide or doing this or doing that, open your legs. Like, you wasn't, no, then, oh no, you loved them then, you loved her then. But so it's like, come on now, we not kids. We gotta grow up as people, as black people, black babies. You know how many young black boys they saying got ADHD, autism? They target black boys more than anything, a learning disability. And it was they said I've been in special ed all my life. I had an IEP all my life. I've been in counseling, anger management all my life. It was the teacher's inability to adapt to the way in which I needed to be taught. It wasn't that I had a problem, the school system got a problem. Do you really gonna make your child feel like if they get bad grades, they doing bad? Do you really want to know game? The kids who getting all the good grades, they may come out in real life and not know nothing. The kids who getting the bad grades, they may come out and know way more than all of the other kids. You judging them based upon a fucked up standard. That ain't got shit to do with the truth of their true intelligence. Smart is different from being intelligent. You can be smart as hell in a subject and dumb as hell in life. Shit. And I seen it every day. And sometimes kids know game. I tell kids, you know, you don't always supposed to listen to me, but sometimes you do. Because I need you to be free. I'll be like, if God tell you to do this, regardless of what I say, because I may not always be right. You know, sometimes I'm going through shit and I'm wrong. Sometimes I think I know why you did this, did that, but sometimes I have to slow down and understand the spirituality of it. So I tell kids, no, you need to be free. You know, I want you to be slick over here, slick right there, slick right there, slick right there. But when you be a little bit too slick, then now you trying to play me. Like I ain't give you game. Like I ain't teach you how to be slick. You can't, you slick because I gave you slickness. Not just because you just slicker than me. You can't outsmart me. Then I tell them like, what's 8 plus 8? You know, if my baby 8, I'd be like, what's 8 plus 8? 16. What's another 8? 24. What's another 8? 32 or whatever. And I'll be like, I done been 8 twice, 2, 3 times, 4 times. You only been 8 once. So don't play with me like you on my level. I've been 8 multiple different times. So when I'm telling you shit, I'm really telling you true game. I'm really trying to help you understand that it's things you're going to go through that you may not understand, but I'm trying to protect you. Now, if you don't want me to tell you, then you wouldn't know how to do this or do that or do this or do that. So it's a time not to listen, because I don't want you to always listen. I'm not here to control you like that. You meant to be free. I'm going to tell you to do things. You ain't got to always do it. But sometimes when I tell you and you don't act like that I'm who I am, because I'm special too. That's what I have to remind these babies. I'm like, I grew up being told I'm an old soul too. I grew up mentally advanced too. I'm special too. So like when you call me and you want me to do this for you, I do it for you. I need you to do the same thing for me. And I put it, and I give them ultimatums. I'd be like, okay, y'all can keep arguing back and forth, or y'all both can get in trouble. Go figure it out. Because y'all not finna keep coming back and forth telling me who did what. Either y'all gonna both figure it out, and if I hear y'all keep going back and forth, then y'all all gonna get in trouble. So somebody gonna get somebody else in trouble. Y'all better make that shit work. Y'all sisters. Y'all better, yeah. And I make that shit simple. Being a realist. That's why I say, like, people, you got, I'm a realist, and I'm an artist too. I'm an author too. I'm a certified counselor, accredited. I'm a certified life coach. But, you know, I'm in neuro-linguistic programming, cognitive behavior therapy, and neuroplasticity, advanced level psychology. I'm certified in a lot of different things, but I'm certified by God. I got a doctorate in self-education. Don't let that go over your head either, you know. And I'm bigger than a PhD too, you know. And I'm bigger than the giant too. Look, I'm bigger than the giant. I'm bigger than many people's biggest thoughts, you know. But guess what? I get to be around my nieces. I ain't around my kids. My daughter, I only saw her 40 days. And my daughter's, what, almost 3? I only saw her 40 days. My son, I was with him a year and a half. He 3. He about to be 4. So I've been away from him a year and a half, almost 2 years. My daughter, I only known her in person, what? She about to be 3, so maybe what? I ain't been around her for about like 2 years. Like I want to know my kids. I wish I had more supporters. You see what I'm saying? Like, I wish I could be more present. I wish I could have more gifts from people, right? I may just want simple things just alike. I may just want a dollar from hella people, from, it's 80 people. What's so hard about, and it's just be the small things that people make hard. You can change a person's life. You can give a person $1 million worth of game, and they won't value you. I give people something that money can't buy. But you know, you got what God has for you. God got blessings for you, spiritual rewards. So for me, I'm gonna keep teaching. I'm not looking for handouts. I'm not mad. I don't care. You ain't gotta support me. Shit, I'm gonna support me for sure. And my people is my people, right? And as long as you support yourself, as long as you know that you need to take your money to the next level, as long as you still trying to do what you trying to do for you, I understand it. But some people, you know, I'm speaking to some people I'm not speaking to. You know, people take it how you want. Shit, it's my world. Look, I tell you that I love people. I love people. I love people more than most people understand what love is on the planet. I'm the one who fight for everyone in my family. I'm the one who run the extra mile. I'm the one who carry all the bags. Like, I'm the one who goes 10 different places, 20 different places in one day. I'm the one that sleeps on the floor. Like, I'm the one that sleep in the cold. I'm the one that inspire people. I'm him. I'm the one that's legendary. Oh yeah, thank you for that cash out too. I see you. Like, I'm the one who shows you what Christ is. Shows you that I'm so wealthy that you're gonna know my name in history books. I'm gonna go down as being one of the greatest minds and thinkers on the planet. I'm just getting started. I'm almost 30, but I'm not 30. I'm not 30 yet. I'm still young. Don't put that age on me. I'm not 30 yet. I'm almost. I'm born 222. I'm a Pisces. You know, and I feel everything. I'm a psychic, right? I remember I got into it with my day ones. We never get into it. We day ones. We grew up. But I felt I felt the spirit jump. He was talking to me one day. He was mad at somebody else, but he was talking to me, and I felt like he was talking about me. And I responded a certain way. But one thing I realized later is that he told me that his girl was talking about me. And what I realized is that she was poisoning his ear and putting a spirit around him about me. And psychically, I didn't know that what it was, but I can read the spirit. It was a spirit jumping out to me. Even though he talking about one thing, I feel like he's talking about me, but it's really a spirit jumping out because in a sense he was unknowingly. And he don't know that I got supernatural gifts. I didn't even know I had that many gifts then. But I was reading in between the lines, the spirit of things. So you can see spiritual activity in physical matter. So you can see spiritual signs taking place around you, different cars, different things. But you seeing the spirit in matter, and you living in between realms. You know? Ooh, I can watch your videos and hear people reactions. Yeah, that's raw. You just want energy. Yeah. My moon is, yeah. That's all I want. I just want energy. I just want love. Yeah. My guy is, I'll make you think you got a kid. Yeah, look. Hey, y'all just got to go to my cash shop. Look, man. I keep telling y'all, you know, buy a book or something, you know, or just send me a donation. It's 76 people, you know. You know what I can do with $76 right now? You know, with that, you know what that'll do for me? And my kids, like, and it's not just for me. It's everything I do is for my kids. You buy my book, you'll see I dedicate my book towards my kids. They're the first people I talk about. I pray to my kids every day. If you was on here when my niece was talking about my kids, she was like, yeah, my uncle, he pray to his kids every day. Cause they hear me in the bathroom. I be loud as hell. When I'm in the shower, you gonna hear me in the shower, for sure. Cause I'm gonna be doing my rituals. I'm like, Kile boha hacker, inuk hacker, nukpu hacker, inuk netter nura, inuk sekim nataru, nukpu nuku, nukapu, nukpu nuku, nuku. I'm saying all kind of shit, right? I'm just speaking in my African hairstyles. And I used to have locks. I used to have long hair. And you know, when I cut my hair, I still had long ass locks down here. Like if you look at my old videos, I had long locks. I had locks about 2-3 times. And but I never just stay bald. I don't fuck with just having no hair. I'm growing my hair back out. Yeah. But that's just me though, you know. I feel like men cut their hair because one, hey, they can accept it, and sometimes they can just be too weak to grow it back out, you know. And that's the truth. You know, I'm a different kind of man. I grow my shit back out and I be like, I don't fuck what people think. Fuck you, dog. This ain't that. You know, I'm in this world but not of it. Shit. I'm in this body, but it ain't the final me. Shit. This is a partial reflection of, damn. You see what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, we go through things, you know, as people, yeah. Man, me's, I see you, bro. I see you. I think it's a brother. Yeah, I see y'all for sure. Yeah, am I a demon? God is a busy man. Felt that. Yeah. All right, I love y'all. I'm gonna get up with y'all. Peace and love. And remember, you bigger than their biggest thoughts, and they not even qualified to have an opinion of you, and they may have a problem-based focus. But you got a solution-based focus. They can be a problem finder, you a solution finder. They got a problem for every solution. They problematic, right? So be around people that value you. Value speaks without speaking. Value explains itself without explaining itself. The more you explain your value, the more it devalues your value. So be rarely accessible. Don't be smoking. Don't be drinking. This is a new time in your life. God want to really, 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 really bless you. But you need new habits. You got to become better mentally. Because there's a lot of people that admire how you think. But you got to value your energy, your brain. And know that your brain can produce more melatonin. If you don't, it stops. Anytime you keep putting in an outside source, it tells the pineal, the third eye, to stop producing its own natural melanin, the neuromelanin. So therefore, you become dependent on this substance. It robs you of your money. It becomes a liability, and it robs you of your future. And you're going to put yourself in a loop, and you're going to have to repeat this life. Because you're supposed to be a master, but you plan. You plan. I'm here to tell you. It's up to you. It's your life. You can keep not listening to your higher self, but it's still you talking to you. That's on you. But peace and love, y'all. You know, keep being strong. I do mentorship one-on-one. You know, write me if you can't. If I'm not following you and you can't write me, then write under one of my videos that you want to speak with me. You know, or click the link in my bio and go to my website and get my number off my website. You can just scroll down to the middle, and if you want to text me, you know, and that's the link in my bio, Aubrey the Genius, and just get my number off my website if you want to get the book, or if you want to text me or whatever shit. If you want a one-on-one, if you dealing with a certain budget, we can work something out, you know, possibly, you know. But you know, everything is my time is valuable, you know. I hope yours is too. I hope you know that yours is too, because it is valuable. And remember, it's no one on the planet that thinks like you. You are different, kind of different. I love y'all.